All right, so got some film, Bear style. Yeah, so I mean, I didn't make it a secret how I felt this year. If you followed me throughout the season and listened to my content, Khalil Mack, I don't believe he played extremely well this year, and so for me, I just feel like he wasn't the force that he should be. Um, and even last year, there was part of the second half of the year where I felt that as well. And I said that too. Like it started off real hot and it was nice, but then it took a while to see him put on the type of performance that I expect out of him. And there was a whole lot made about him not having the off season, and that's the thing, the excuses are endless. Like not just Khalil Mack, just in general, people will justify their opinions, and so to just have a face to face debate doesn't make a whole lot of sense because people will find reasons even if they don't make sense. And so it was just like, oh man, you didn't have a full off season last year, and so obviously he's not going to be in shape the same way. And there were a lot of times he was off the field when I thought he should have been on the field, especially for a guy that's high energy. And so I was like, okay, I could kind of buy that. Yeah, I know that training is not the same as putting on the pads, but even though the NFL doesn't train that hard anymore with the new CBA. All right, so then this year had a full off season, all that good stuff. And even more so, I just saw him. I felt like he was taking plays off. Now, you know me, I get to the film, so obviously what you see on game day isn't always everything. But to me, just knowing what he can do, I didn't really see it. And, it's got that type of persona, gigantic contract, gigantic trade, 99 in Madden, one of the best pass, like all that stuff. And not to take any of that away from him, but then you have to then follow that up, especially when you can do it. It's one thing when people misconstrue what you can do, but to me, I've seen Khalil Mack do all these things, and so I know he can do it. And so it was just frustrating to me. But again, I'm not going to really just sit back and explain what I saw. I'm going to go to the film, and then we can, have that discussion. And so, excuse me, what I'm going to do is look at our division. And you got to make decisions, especially with the way that the Game Pass lets you filter through plays. It's not that great. So you got to make decisions because I guess some people complain. And you just got to understand what makes the most sense. So I'm going with divisional games because that's our biggest, that's the teams we got to worry about. And I'm going to go quarterback by quarterback because there's just way too many plays. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to look at completions. I think it's just completions. Because at first I was like, I want to look at everything. And I'm like, that's a lot of plays. I'm like, okay, let me just look at, completions, but also interceptions and sacks. That's still a lot of plays. And I'm just like, you know what? The interceptions, the sacks, we know the defense was doing their job. Let's look at when the offense is working. Let's see where Khalil Mack is doing. Is he still making the job hard on the quarterbacks, or is he kind of, there? And so we're going to start with Aaron Rodgers, and then I'll do other videos for the other quarterbacks because it would just it's already a lot of plays. It would be a ridiculous amount of plays if I was to try to do this for all the quarterbacks combined. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at Aaron Rodgers completions against the Chicago Bears. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. And this is going to go backwards, so week 15, and then it'll go back to when we played on week 1. And we'll see if he's not on the field, then we'll go past the play. I can't tell who is who from this angle. Yeah, that's Mac on the edge. All right, so the end zone view is what we want to see. So we are mugging the A-gap, that 2 A-gap look. We don't have our starting linebackers either or whatever. So he's out in the wide 9. Outside, Jimmy Graham, the tight end. And then you're going to see Jimmy just chip him. And, of course, that's the other thing people talk about. Khalil Mack gets triple team, double team all the time. And I'm like, there's plenty of one-on-ones that I saw that he didn't win. Okay, what is taking so long for this play? So he's going to get chipped. And that's a night. And people talk about Jimmy Graham and what he can't do. That was a hell of a chip by Jimmy Graham. Completely almost took Mack out of the play. That was interesting. All right, so this is a 3rd down and 8. Mack's on the left side again. And they got a little extra wing there. There's 4 to that side in the empty set. And they do a quick screen pass. Not much he can do about that. All right, so this is a 4th down. 4th and short. It's like... All right, so this ended up being a touchdown. I think it was a free play too. All right, so Mack gets off the ball, gives a little inside-outside shake, and again, one-on-one, nowhere near. Now, I mean, it's a deep pass, so to say it's a quick throw is kind of tough to say that. I mean, he gives it inside-outside. You're going to get that 2-man protection because it's 5-on-4. I mean, I would say it wasn't a super quick throw. But yeah, Mack just really got hemmed up on that play, in my opinion. And, you know, those are the times where, you know, you got to threaten the edge. You got to be an edge threat. So I don't see Mack on this play. Nope. All right, so 1st and 10. See, that should be Mack on. Nope, that's not Mack. Mack's not on this play either. All right, 1st and 10 again. I couldn't see what quarter it was. Mack's on the field this time. Mack on the left side. Looks like our base front. Oh no, we're in nickel. I guess we just put one of our linebackers down. And so this is a little RPO. Nothing that Mack could do about that. Second and 8. Where's the quarter? Okay, 2nd quarter. All right, Mack's on the right side this time. Looks like there were 2 people. Oh no, no, no. My bad. My bad about that. Okay. So it was a play action. Running back also was in protection after the play action. So let's see if we can slow it up this time. Rodgers with the quick snap. So play action. Maxey had long arm. Nice hands. Good recovery by Bakhtiari. Running back comes in late to help him. And Bakhtiari is a all-pro tackle for whatever that's worth. I saw good hands. I saw good lean. I think Bakhtiari just really recovered well. And then, of course, the running back helped out as well. So Mack's on our left side this time. 7-step drop. Or actually like a short drop, and Aaron Rodgers kept going. So we got Ace, 2 tight ends. He's out here in the 9, outside the tight end's shoulder. So that's one extra level you got to get through. All right, tight ends release. Steps back outside. Bull rush. I mean, not a whole lot of effect there. I mean, I like to see him lean more in this situation. Now, Bulaga is in pretty good position. He's pretty squared up well, so I'm not going to take that away from him. I think he did do a good job. All right, let's see here. It's 1st and 10 again. A lot of first down completions. Max on the left side. Going to do a stunt. We'll get to the end zone view of that. All right, so again, he's in that wide 9. Tight ends choke down a little bit. He's going to start out outside of him. Now he's going to pin back inside. I don't even know if that was called. But here's the thing that I don't get. Okay, so if we're going to line them up in wide 9, whatever, then why are we not rerouting at the point of attack? Like, we just let him go clean and free. If he was running the seam route, he's gone. Mac didn't even touch him. And so what was the point of lining him up? I never understand that. Like, if you're going to play that outside leverage with your edge, then, use it to your advantage. Otherwise, just move him down, get him closer to the line as a threat. Because that's just extra time it takes for Mac to fold inside. Either way, Pass Pro picked that up. Looks like Mac was inside on that one. Yeah, Mac's on the interior. So is Leonard Floyd. So they want to do some type of game. So Mac causes all that attention. 77 is late. Kind of gets Aaron Lynch almost free. Aaron Rodgers reacts well, but I would say that's one of the first plays Mac makes an impact, because they do initially give all that attention to him. And that's just not Mac. That's how a play is designed to be when you do those stunts. But, Mac's a big reason as well. All right, so Mac is on our right side. Good hands again. Starts to lean. And it's a quick throw. Obviously doesn't go anywhere. So Aaron Rodgers is getting the ball out. But again, you see that kind of inside-outside shimmy. Trying to set up Bulaga. Bulaga kind of gets his feet stayed a little bit, but he's showing good power. I just want to see Mac convert speed to power on that right there. Like, make a decision. I mean, he still got good reaction to fight the hands off, but all right, this looks like somebody did something wrong on defense. Mac completely knifes inside, and nobody comes back outside. So I don't know if Hicks was supposed to come or if there was supposed to be a blitz, but you'll see that at the snap of the ball, Mac is going to knife down into the B gap. I don't know if Buster was supposed to blitz off the edge or what, but that just clogs everything up. And then Mac just kind of stands there. I mean, he's not really doing anything. Not that a lot of them are, but. And a big play happens. So 2nd and 10, we're in the third quarter. see, Mack is on the right side. I believe that's him. No, that's Aaron Lynch. I don't think Mack is on this play. That's Aaron Lynch again. First and 10, third quarter. All right, Mack is on the right side. Got a tight end. They bring in a wing. And it's a quick throw again. And that's why I'll be interested to look at all the quarterbacks, because we know Aaron Rodgers and the Packers like to do a little bit of this. But Mack, I mean, they don't. Let's go back to the wide view, because they don't stay on the angle long enough. I mean, okay. Well, I'm not going to. It was one-on-one with a tight end, but I'm not going to stress that too much again. It was a quick throw to the other side. And that's part of the game plan, too, and you do got to recognize that that Mack does bring that a little bit. All right, so Mack is in coverage on this one. They throw away from him. Wind up to the double tight end side. Let's see. Again, a little reroute. They go the other way. And distinctively going away from Khalil Mack, I would say. All right, so we're in the first game now. Khalil Mack's on the right-hand side. Play action. I don't know if that was supposed to be... I would guess that was supposed to be a screen because the lineman was pretty far out there. Not sure, though. So we got Khalil Mack. Looks like a one-on-one, at least initially. Yeah, so play action. Gets into a bull rush with Bakhtiari. Moves the pocket, and I like that. Yeah, it was definitely supposed to be a screen. So that's one. You probably want to let Mack run up the field, but whatever. Gets into a bull rush match, and I like that. He showed good power. He made the throw a little more uncomfortable than it could have been. So Mack's on our right side again. This time he goes out in coverage. All right, let's see. We're in our base front. Look at all those starters, man. Back when it was good. Back when we had hope. So there's a tight end out there, actually. I don't know why that's popping up. Sorry about that. But, okay. This can't do that every time. All right, so yeah, Mack goes out in coverage. Doesn't really do anything on that play. This is first down and 10. That is really hard to read. Mack is not on the field. That is Aaron Lynch. Big play downfield. First and 10. Aaron Lynch again. I don't remember Mack getting hurt in this game. It was the first week. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope. Khalil's back on the field. He's on our right side. Quick throw out to Devontae. Not much you can do about that. First and 8. Bears are scrambling. Now, Aaron Rodgers. That's crazy. That was a touchdown. And guess who it's to? But anyway, we won't get into that. So, he had all day to throw. Max one-on-one with Bakhtiari. Goes for the bull rush. And that's just bad by Mack. To me, that's just bad because Bakhtiari, and I wish I could zoom up on this. But they go for the bull rush, and Bakhtiari's hands are wide. Look, he goes right around and hugs. Not to say that's a hold, because it's not. It's only a hold right there. So you see when Khalil Mack, so people get it confused. Like if you hug somebody, it's not really a hold. It's a hold when the defender tries to pull away and you don't let them. So right now they're both engaged. This isn't a hold. But this is a defender's dream, let alone a premier pass rusher. His hands, Bakhtiari's hands are wide open. His chest is wide open. Now it's your job as a defender to use your extension so you're not titty to titty. And then you got a two-way go of where you want to go. You press him off with your extension. You can rip under and lean around his corner. You can press him off and rip inside or spin inside, whatever. You got two-way go. He just titty bumps him and just keeps running. Then when he pulls, Bakhtiari lets him go, stays in position, relocks. I mean, Khalil, you gotta make a decision at that point. And it's plays like that are frustrating. So it's the second quarter, 1st and 10, backed up. Khalil Mack's on our left side. There's another quick throw. Let's see. It might be a one-on-one, no tight end. Motion. These take forever in the end zone. So they blitz off the edge. Mack knifes inside. Good job by Bulaga. I mean, I think Mack used good hands, but Bulaga just was really sturdy. 2nd and 1. Under center. Mack's on the left side. Quick throw again. Good pursuit by Mack. That's what you want to see. Good pursuit if you're not in the play, especially on plays like that. So 3rd and 6. Money down. Shotgun, left-hand side. Motion. So he's got an open edge here. And they convert. Let's see what happened with Mack. The running back check releases. So doesn't initially, go out. So Mack goes for the head-to-head bull rush. Gets folded, really. That's really all that happened. And then after that, he just stops his pass rush. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I guess he's trying to play the SWAT or whatever. Why does this keep popping up? It has never popped up before. But anyway. So you see Mack with the get off. And I mean, Mack is strong. But, when you got power tackles, you're not going to be throwing them around. And so that's what makes Mack so good, but that as a good prospect, is that when he isn't using power, he can then switch it up to finesse. And that's what I wasn't seeing. I was seeing a lot of him just kind of trying to overpower guys. And it's like, look, at that point, you got to attack the edge and get skinny. Now, this was a good play from what I could see from the wide angle. Looked like he did kind of lean around the edge, which is what we're talking about. And again, I've seen him do it. We know he can do it. So we got Jimmy Graham. So he's lined up in the wide 9. Again, no contact with Graham. Threatens the edge. Chop it. Lean it. Lean it a little bit better. But obviously there was pressure created elsewhere. But that's what I'm talking about. That's what good pass rushers do. They can switch it up depending on who they're going against. And this is what you should have been getting. Like, Bulaga has no answer for that. And then that was Roy Robert Harris, I believe, that got the pressure, so it didn't really matter at that point. But 3rd and 7, money down. Max on our left-hand side. We got a blitz. Ends up being a screen to the other side. But it looks like Mack had no chance. I'm not sure if he fell or what happened. See, we got the motion. So we got the blitz and the B gap. Mack completely misses the hands, completely just mistimes it and gets mugged. Oh my God, this thing is pissing me off. Sorry about that, guys. That's just going to be in the video. But yeah, I mean, Mack's complaining, but I don't think that's a hold. Mack just mistimed it. He went to chop and there was no hands there. And he just got mugged. So, gotta have that skill. Quick throw again away from Mack. That's just good game planning. And again, like I said, it'll be interesting to see the other quarterbacks because they don't get the ball out like Aaron Rodgers does. So 1st and 10, Max on the left-hand side. Lining out a little wide. It's like a quick throw over the middle. Trying to watch Mack, so I didn't really see if that was a screen or not. But I know Mack is kind of all over the place on this one. And so they're doing that amoeba thing, trying to walk people around. I don't like all that crap. I don't like that cute stuff. Just line up and go. Again, doesn't touch Jimmy. And I don't know what Mack is doing. Like, I obviously don't know the play call, but it looks like Mack he wants the pin inside, and I say that because it's Roquan that's coming out here, and it's looking like Mack is late pinning inside, or he's not sure if he wants the pin inside. And so it's just like, it's so indecisive, which you cannot be as a pass rusher. All right, 2nd and 10. We're in the 3rd quarter now. Mack is on the right-hand side. There's a siren in the background. I'm okay. All right, so 2nd and 10. So they go to short throw, but they do a little stunt or twist, actually. So Mack is going to fold inside. Doesn't really get anything. I mean, it was a good effort though. He exploded. You got Aaron Rodgers though pulling the trigger quickly. 3rd and 15, so money down. 3rd and long. This should be no. Never mind. Except when you do stuff like that. Being too cute. All right, so 2nd and 8. Quick throw again. Mack is laid off the snap. He's trying to communicate something to somebody. Got a tight end out there. Doesn't touch the tight end. Goes once again for the quick little bull rush. And I could only imagine being a defender, because just watching this is pissing me off. Aaron Rodgers is getting, like, this is some straight air raids, in space type passing. Now, this is more traditional. So there should have been time to get Aaron Rodgers on this one. This wasn't one of those quick little bullets. So it's a clean edge unless one of these running back stays in. So we'll see what he does. It's always so quick and the wide, and then when we get to the end zone, it takes forever. So a little play action. Mack is hugged up again, using a little bit of extension. I really don't know what he's doing. And that's the thing, like, again, like some people, again, oh, everybody's holding him. I don't know about that. First of all, it's holding on every play. Second, I was always taught, and I still teach, if they're holding you, make it obvious. You standing there like that is not going to make it obvious. If you think this is holding, then pull away from him or get skinny, make it hard so he has to really hold you. Like, just standing up is not going to do anything. All right, so 2nd and 13. It is the 4th quarter. Mack is on the right-hand side. Ooh, Lord Jesus. All right, so let's see that pass rush one-on-one with Bakhtiari. Got a tight end there. I don't even be realizing the tight ends there because they do not touch the tight ends, which, again, I don't understand what's the point, man. I mean, you do funnel where he releases, but still. So anyway, he's got a wider path. There you go. Now turn the shoulder, dip, and get skinny. That's how you make it hard for them to block you. And that would have been a great play had he not had to start 2 yards wider. But eventually gets and he's standing up so high. If he just gets low and leans on that. But Aaron Rodgers just makes a good play. Point blank period. Oh, that's it. So Aaron Rodgers just makes a good move readjusting in the pocket. But there it was. So that's versus the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Again, we'll look at the other 2 teams in the division as well. And I'll make a complete opinion afterwards. But just watching that is some of the stuff I saw. With the new issue I have of why we're aligning with tight ends with leverage and not using it. Because now we're just putting our pass rush on a longer path. But even still, some of the stuff, it's just like, okay, Mac. This is kind of how I felt in a nutshell this season. It's like I see so much. I'm like, Mac, what is going on? Maybe he doesn't have it. Then you see him make those plays, and I'm like, Mac, why aren't you doing that then? Not to say, like, just be good, but I mean, like, literal, actual techniques that he could be doing, he's not doing. And so that's where it's frustrating. But we'll see the rest of the game. So go to the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share around, get the conversation started. Thumbs up. Yeah. I knew I was going to mess that up. Thumbs up, subscribe. Stay up and bear down.